The methamphetamine that is sending Janelle Hornicle and Michael Walmsley out into a dangerous snowstorm is not the homemade kind. They've used a version called crystal meth, mass-produced in a Mexican super lab. This version of the drug is often more pure, more potent, and more dangerous. By now, it's 2 hours after the first 911 call. The couple has wandered on foot nearly a mile in the blizzard with no idea of where they've come from or where they're headed. They've stumbled onto the grounds of a rock quarry and taken refuge in a small metal shack.
We're just right over from 7th Street. But 75? That doesn't make sense.
The 911 calls continue.
Sheriff's Department now, we talked to Omaha, we talked to numerous people, and nobody can figure out where you're at.
If Michael and Janelle had taken any other popular drug, its effects would probably be wearing off by now. But with meth, the effects can continue for 12 hours.
They see lights on a shack, and then he says something about people being at the shack or on the shack or something. I go, okay, great, fantastic.
Oh, there's people on the shack?
Yes.
Yell at them and say, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And please, can you hear it? Can you please help us?
He's trying. He is. He's trying to help himself. Michael is. The drugs are getting in the way because there were no people there.
Are they responding to you?
No, I don't believe they speak English. I don't know what he has other than just...
Desperate for information, the 911 operators make a call to the Hornicle family farm, and they ask Janelle's mother a painful question.
I had no idea where they'd be. And she said, are they drug users? And I says, no, not at all. I mean, I didn't even hesitate. There was no question. No, they weren't drug users.
By now, the couple's time is running out. Meth is still in their systems, and they're no closer to getting help.
Sam, I think, no, I don't need to say. Okay.
The next call comes in at 4:20 in the morning. Janelle Hornicle is no longer heard. Michael Walmsley is now alone, and the night of wandering is about to come to an end.
We're trying to find you. You were in a shed. Now, you're out walking again? Yeah, it's okay now. There's something judge tomorrow. He's going to fit. Where you at? We can get you some help. Okay.
It is the last call the dispatcher will receive. Searchers find Michael Walmsley's body a day and a half later. He had traveled a mile and a half from the truck where his journey started. His cell phone was found nearby. As for Janelle, it took a week of searching to find her body buried in the snow. She had fallen over a small cliff and never got up again. She was 20 years old, another example of the kind of tragedy that meth produces on a daily basis. Janelle's mother, a nurse, believes the young couple was new to methamphetamine.
They had no signs of drugs. She still had her beautiful hair, and she still had her beautiful skin. There was just no signs. I would know those signs.
You were talking a little bit about your meth use.
Michael and Janelle are just two among 500,000 young adults experts say try meth each year. For most, the drug won't bring a rapid death. Instead, it will drag many into a wasted life of addiction.
You get heartless when you do it. You know, you're going to do anything to get your next day. You can see the shame, but you're just so, you're high and you don't care. You put your head down and walk away.
Meth is one of the most addictive substances on the planet. As much as 92% of users relapse after treatment. After After 20 years as a user, Kobe Kempe is now in rehab. Each day has been a battle.
It is hard to come out of the fog and, okay, now I want to live life, but, life is, I'm 20 years behind everybody. All my friends got houses and great salaries and wives and kids, and here I am, right out of high school still.
It's just astounding how everything went to hell. Just because of a white powder. It just ruined his life. And now we'd like to think that it's over. And we'd like to think that he's back. And that things are going to go forward now.
Kobe is putting his life back together.
Like Seattle?
He's working with his father in the family business and repairing the damage done by the drug. Rehab, job, and family all help, but the 20 years he lost to meth will always seem like a bad dream.
Sitting here with over a year clean and sober, I still can't piece together what went wrong, It's incredible how deep the hooks go. That stuff digs into you, and it takes you for a ride that you never expected.
Meth beckons with the promise of a pleasure greater than nature alone can create. Then the drug crushes without mercy, leaving nothing.
Well, in her case, she didn't get a chance to go correct a mistake if it was the mistake she made. She didn't have a chance to correct it. But the hurt of it's going to be there for a long time. Because it was such a waste. She had so much potential.
Even as law enforcement steps up the battle against meth makers and dealers, the drug is reaching new populations worldwide.
It's a big concern of mine that the use of this drug will continue to spread and get worse, and worse than it has here in other areas. If they're not ready for it, if they're not prepared, it has the potential to really blow out of control.
From blue-collar workers in Bangkok struggling to keep up, to college kids in the States looking for a new rush, methamphetamine continues to seduce millions around the world, infecting their brains and bringing crime, chaos, and death wherever it goes.
This program is